So Chris Eubank Jr. defeats Stepan Horvath via 6-round TKO. Now most of you probably know that I like the Eubank double act. I find them extremely entertaining. And in this particular fight, you had Eubank Sr. getting in the ring between rounds, but not to offer his some advice. Oh no, not for the most part. There was a couple times where he whispered something to his son, but for the most part, he left the corner work to Ronnie Davis, Eubank Jr.'s official trainer, the same guy who trained Eubank Sr. in his career. Eubank Sr. just got in the ring between rounds just to pose. I mean, this man loves attention, right? You can tell that he truly is trying to relive his career through his son, because the guy is now getting in the ring himself. It's no good just wearing outrageous outfits and his monocle and clapping at ringside and always being present in the post-fight interviews and actually partaking in the post-fight interviews. That's not enough for Eubank Sr. Now he's actually getting in the ring. And I swear down, like if you saw the fight, Eubank Sr. was on the verge of start strutting around the ring and posing like he did back in the days when he actually used to fight himself. I'm telling you, he was straining at the leash. He literally wanted to start posing and doing all that stuff. This guy is seriously trying to relive the past through his son. And I find it hilarious. If people want to take it deeper than that, that's cool. But me personally, as a piece of entertainment, I find it hilarious. Alright? Now, it's definitely going to rub a lot of people up the wrong way, but that's fair enough. Me personally, I like it. As far as the fight itself, Eubank Jr. says he took the fight on 3 days' notice. He often apparently takes fights on very short notice. The guy he was fighting is a journeyman. Let's not beat around the bush. The guy was definitely a journeyman. And he's been stopped before. But Eubank Jr. pretty much toyed with him. That's what he did. And I've seen this particular journeyman, fight a couple other people before. And yeah, Eubank Jr. toyed with him. I know the commentary team were a bit concerned about Eubank Jr.'s lack of work rate and all that kind of stuff. But to be honest, he was just messing around. He was just practicing stuff out, looking for the perfect shot. He wasn't really taking it serious because he knew that as soon as he started letting the shots go, he could get the guy out of there. For the first couple rounds, maybe the guy was a little bit difficult to deal with, but once Eubank Jr. decided to let his hands go, it was a foregone conclusion. He dropped the guy, I believe, 4 times, and if he'd really gone all out on the guy, he probably could have flattened him in a couple of rounds. But I guess he wanted to put on a show. He wanted to try out a few new moves, and that's what he did. Now, some people are unconvinced by Eubank Jr. Some people believe he's the real deal. And there's a few people, not many, but a few people who are on the fence about Eubank Jr. That's what it seems to me. People tend to have very strong opinions about him. They either think he's the real deal very strongly, or they think that he's a fraud very strongly. Whereas me, myself, I'm in the minority group who are on the fence about Eubank Jr. I'm not sure if he's the real deal or not. I really don't know. I need to see him in there with a legit live opponent to see what he can do. He certainly has skills. His ability to pick punches out of thin air when the action is in a lull and the opponent is having a little bit of success, Eubank Jr. can just suddenly snap into action and land a clean power shot and hurt his opponent. That is impressive. I don't care who you are, that's impressive to be able to do that. To be able to just switch things up out of the blue and start landing clean, accurate power punches. Especially his uppercut. That's a wicked shot that he throws up the middle. And he's going to be, offensively, he's going to be difficult to deal with, I think, even at higher levels when he steps up. Because he does certain things offensively that's very, very effective and very impressive. He's got quick hands, and like I say, he's a great punch picker. But how's he going to be when shots start coming back? Another thing I will say is that his punching power has improved. His punching power has improved, people. Early on in his career, he was facing journeymen just like he is now. But he wasn't able to hurt the journeyman and drop them the way that he has done in his past few fights. So his power is certainly improving. His body, I guess, is maturing. He's sitting down on his punches more. His trainer and his dad are teaching him more about how to get better power in his shots. And it's working. So we'll have to see what happens with Chris Eubank Jr. in his career we'll find out in due course whether he's the real deal or not. But he's certainly an interesting prospect. I'm very interested to see where his career goes, and I'm going to enjoy the ride because, like I say, this guy is extremely entertaining in my opinion. As far as I'm concerned, he's very entertaining, and Eubank Sr. is very entertaining. I love the double act. So drop your comments below. Let me know how you feel, whether you agree or disagree, and where you see Eubank Jr. going forward, who you'd like to see him face on the UK scene. People like Billy Joe Saunders, Nick Blackwell, etc., etc. Drop your comments below. This is Hatman. I'm out.